This is Michelle Lowry, owner of Michelle V. Lowry Online Business Solutions. I give busy entrepreneurs more time. I offer email management, customer service, and administrative support to online service providers. If you'd like to learn more, visit me at my website, michellelowryva.com. I look forward to seeing you there. Have a great day.
I'm Kim Beasley, and I'm the host of Pamper My Business podcast, where you will learn tips, tools, and techniques that will give you the freedom to easily build your business brand online so that you can be seen and then sell to your target customers. I will be interviewing industry leaders and professionals who will share their knowledge and experience, which will help you brand your business online. Get ready to take notes and learn from Kim and her guests, because this is going to be a fun learning experience. Hi, everyone. This is Kim Beasley with Pamper My Business podcast. I'm so excited. I have with me today Ben Dell. He is the creator of HeySummit. Welcome, Ben.
Hey, thanks, Kim. Great to be here.
Well, I'm glad to have you here because today we're going to learn all about HeySummit. HeySummit is a pain-free online summit that allows you to deliver your virtual conferences. Yes, your virtual conferences, summits, whatever you want to deliver via HeySummit is really great because it allows you to set up everything online, and it can help you increase your engagements, your conversions, and even help increase your revenue for your online summit. So we're going to learn from Ben today how we can, as entrepreneurs, use his tool to grow our business. So Ben, very first question I ask everyone, how did you get started?
So yeah, I have another business, Missinglettr, which you may or may not have heard of. And last year we decided, we were twiddling our thumbs over the summer period, and we thought, yeah, let's try and put something together, to fill the time for our customers, something that would deliver a bit of value. So we thought, why not put on a summit, and we could maybe bring in 5 or 6 experts in their field and just deliver some value to our customers, just give them some free access to some really great advice, tools, techniques, that sort of thing. And then I woke up the next day after having made that decision and realized that doing a summit with 4 or 5 people was just a bit samey. Everyone's done it. It's nothing groundbreaking, didn't really excite me. And so I challenged myself to see what would be something that would be a little bit better than that, a bit more ambitious. And that very quickly spiraled into me putting on a 100 speaker strong summit. But then as quickly as I decided that is, that would be a nice, fun event to put on, and just, thinking of all the great content that we'd be able to create and share and the wonderful speakers, as soon as I passed that sort of decision, it then quickly dawned on me that there was nothing out there, no tool or platform or anything out there that would actually enable us to do that. I would do quick searches on Google, and you would be faced with these 5, 6, 7,000 word blog posts talking about all the various things you'd have to piece together. A WordPress plugin here, plug in this email content provider and this funnel thing over there, and then you pay 5,000 to a developer to build this custom thing over here. And it just felt A, expensive, but B, just unnecessary. And ultimately what pained me the most was that even if we did invest the time and the money and everything into building, into piecing all these things together and using existing tools, we would end up with something that just wouldn't represent the quality and the brand that we've spent years building up. It would just feel as if it was pieced together. And that's not the experience we wanted. Certainly not if we were going to do a 100 strong summit. We wanted it to feel special, to feel really, really tight. As quickly as we'd made the decision to do a conference that big, we just as quickly decided that we'd have to build the platform ourselves from scratch. Not only that, but we challenged ourselves to put all of this together, both deliver it, run it, host it, and build it within just 6 weeks. So yeah, it turned into an incredibly busy summer, but we did it. we got to that stage. We ended up putting on a phenomenal conference. We had thousands of attendees with some really great speakers, and we made the 100 speakers target. But most importantly, at the end of it, we found that what we'd done is actually inadvertently built a world-class turnkey solution for people to actually put together their own their own summit. And so from there, we kind of decided that it would make sense to put a bit more time into this, spin it out into its own product, into its own business, in fact. And fast forward sort of 10 months or so, and here we are today with thousands of customers and a product that is helping hundreds and thousands of people create and deliver summits of all shapes and sizes.
So if I was an entrepreneur and I wanted to use your tool, do I have to get a big team to set up a summit?
You used to, but not anymore. Not with our tool, no. It's within clicks, within a matter of minutes, you can have your summit set up, right from the brand colors, the logo, adding your speakers and the talks, right through to deciding whether you want to add any sponsors or charge for it. You can have it be free or you can charge for it. There's a whole bunch of customization options that you can obviously dig into should you want to, but the basics can be done within just a few clicks.
You know what? I agree, because I personally have HeySummit as a tool, and I actually got in. I said, okay, I'm going to see how easy this is. It was so easy. It was click, and it doesn't take a whole big team to get things set up. It may take time for you to put information in about each speaker and gathering the information from speakers and all that. But it's a real easy tool to use. Now, for those who haven't participated in a HeySummit event, what can they expect to happen or have access to when they participate or even use the HeySummit tool?
Cool. So I guess we'll answer that from the perspective of the attendee, the person registering to watch the content to attend these summits. Maybe we'll start from there. I guess the first point to make here is that maybe we should just define what a summit is for those people listening, just in case they're not 100% sure what it is, because there is some confusion out there, and it's a term that is thrown around and everything else. And quite often people will say, well, what's the difference between a webinar and a summit? What's the divide in between? There's one way to think about it, is that a webinar is generally speaking a one-off video delivery, or a one-off broadcast essentially. And people register for it, and then they watch it, and then they'll have a replay sent afterwards. That's the typical sort of workflow of a webinar. When you then move up a notch and start thinking about summits, what you're talking about is in one way, if you want to be really simplistic, it's now a collection of webinars put together in a collection. But it's more than that, because now we're putting them together in a collection. We have a whole bunch of other things that we need to think about. How do people choose the talks that they want to attend? Especially in our scenario where we put 100 talks on, you're not going to have someone register for all of them because they just wouldn't have enough time in the day to watch them all. So we had to build something that would let them choose and discover the content that they might want to watch. So as part of the registration process, the attendees choose their topics or categories that they care about. So it might be marketing or growth or sales or something else. And then that would then recommend some talks for them to select. And then, of course, because it's a whole event and it's much more of a brand exercise, both for you and the speaker, we then factored in viral giveaways, special perks and offers being given by either the company organizing it or by the speakers. So we factor that into the registration process as well to make it really, really easy for attendees to sort of take advantage of those sorts of things. We're already talking about a whole different experience compared to what you might already be used to in the more traditional webinar sort of space. And so from an attendee standpoint, it's that entire experience, the promotion, the build up beforehand, discovering the content, booking into it, finding out what's going on. And then during the actual event itself, keeping the attendee engaged, letting them know what's coming up that day. Just like, if you're going to a normal conference offline, we'll let you know these are the 5 talks that you're booked into for that day. And there's replay emails that go out and comments that you can post on the talk pages afterwards, much like you would on a YouTube page. So there's a huge amount that you get compared to a webinar. The attendee, you're kind of just, your hand is held throughout that entire experience.
Something that I love that you said was that the attendees get to choose which webinars they want to watch. So you're saying I could have 100 speakers And if I, as an attendee, only want to see 5 of them, I can only see those 5 if I want.
Well, I mean, you will see the other ones, but you won't be reminded about them. So, I mean, basically, we send an email an hour before to the attendees, and also an email in the morning whilst it's running to let them know what they're booked into. They will only get reminded about the ones that they are registered for, but they could always stumble upon those that they haven't just by clicking through the site.
That's unique. I love it. And I know as an attendee, I love having that choice of being able to attend specific ones that are targeted towards me, and then having reminders sent to me. So as the person who is actually the host of the event, what do they do on the back end to make all of that happen?
Really straightforward. They just need to, I mean, probably the biggest sort of manual bit of work that they have to do is kind of decide what it is that they want to talk about, or what they want the themes to be around the summit. You know, they need to give it a title. You know, you can call it something really straightforward, like, you know, the marketing summit or something. Invariably, you're going to come up with, you know, a bit more of a brandy sort of name. So you might come up with a name. Give it a strap line so people know what it is that they can expect. And then the rest of it is really just making decisions about who you want to speak at your event. You know, and that bit, you know, is manual for now. You'll need to know, you know, you'll need to do some manual outreach and find some people that you think will be interested in speaking at your event. But once you've found those, it really is as simple as clicking a couple of buttons in the platform and saying add speaker, give it the name, add a headshot, enter the title for the talk and give it a date. And then as an optional extra, you can actually invite the speaker to log in to their own personal speaker dashboard, so that they can then continue to update their own speaker bio and credentials and social links and all the things that probably you as the organizer don't really want to have to do yourself. You know, you're going to have to go back and forwards with them over email. You might as well just give them access so that they can then add that information themselves as a way to sort of, you know, save time.
I love it. Love it. You're giving me so many ideals of things I want to do with this. Are you stuck when it comes to figuring out how to build your business brand online? Then check out Pamper My Business free training that helps you learn how to easily start building your business brand online. Just go to free.pampermybusiness.com. Remember, it's free. As a host for an event, for a HeySummit event, what are some tools that I would need to be prepared to connect to HeySummit to make my event a success?
Yeah,
like
good question.
Video, payment processor, all of that.
For that reason, we actually provide a bunch of different integrations and options when it comes to you deciding as the host or the organizer how you want to deliver the actual talks. So let's give a couple of examples there. You can, if you want, decide to, well, I suppose the main question you need to ask yourself is, do you want your talk to be delivered live, or would you want it to be a pre-recorded talk that, you know, maybe your speaker sends you the video beforehand and then you upload it and then it's a pre-recorded video. And you can actually, you know, mix and match. So you might have a conference of, you know, 20 talks and 10 of them might be pre-recorded and 10 of them might be live. It's completely up to you. And so that's the first decision you need to make. If you're going down the live route, we then have a couple of integrations with webinar platforms. We're currently working with Zoom and Big Marker, but new integrations will be coming soon. And by connecting those tools, that then enables us to automatically create a webinar for each of the talks that you create. So we keep it in complete sync with your Zoom or Big Marker accounts. And it also means that we can auto download the recording afterwards if you recorded it via their platform, as well as sync up lots of, you know, engagement stats and, you know, what actually happened within the webinar itself. But you know, that does cost money, because what, you know, to your question there, what other tools do they need? Well, if you go down that route, you would need to have a Zoom or Big Marker account, you know, and they can cost £30 a month or something around that sort of level. Obviously, you can go higher than that if you want to really max it out. The benefit, of course, is that you can downgrade those accounts when you're not running the summit. So it's not something that you necessarily have to pay every single month, but it is a cost. So for those that don't want to go down that route and don't want to spend that extra money on a second or an additional account, what you might want to do is provide a custom stream URL. So you can actually do a YouTube